by the beautiful water out here in Connecticut. It's summer and quiet as hell. I just want to show you guys something real quick. You see these beautiful seagulls? They all came and they stayed right next to me. Aren't they beautiful? I want them to keep it here as if people come in and everything, but I just really want you guys to see. So I just want to go the advantages and the disadvantages, basically, of being in Connecticut and New York, because I want to be fair. You know what I'm saying? But being fair, one of the things is this. That's the seagulls, if you can hear them. But being fair, one of the things is this. There are disadvantages in both New York and Connecticut, literally. And the disadvantages are, oh shit, I just spilled my whole tea. What the fuck? Hold on. I'm gonna move you guys because I'm underwater. And if you guys can see, that's all the seagulls. Like the seagulls are cool with me, I don't know. But there are disadvantages and advantages of living in both Connecticut and New York. Great big one. The disadvantage of particularly the area I'm at in Connecticut is that of you see they don't even move. And that's crazy, right? The disadvantages of living in Connecticut, I think, in this area are strictly one, and it's financial. You have to be skilled at a trade here. And that trade, whatever it may be, is going to take you years, not months. You understand what I'm saying? Connecticut has some of the most intelligent people in the tri-state area by capita, by birthright, some of them by, opulence at a later age, whatever the case may be. Make no mistake, right down, not too far from here, Captain Hepburn, she died there in her state. Look it up. Captain Hepburn's home. Look it up. And you'll understand exactly what I mean. This is an opulent state. It always has been. Diana Ross lives in this state. She lives in Greenwich. So it's always been an opulent state. David Letterman, 50 Cent's house was not too far from where I'm at. So it's been some very opulent, Mike Tyson had a house party. And I've come to Connecticut, lived in Connecticut, made Connecticut their residency, had children here, died here, etc., etc., etc. It's a beautiful state. This is the beginning of the New England states, if you're not familiar. The New England states are different from New York. A lot of people make the mistake and think that New York and the New England states are the same, where in fact they're not. New York was colonized mostly by the Dutch. Now, those same Dutch came in and they separated what is now New Jersey and New York. At one time, that used to be all one plateau. So make no mistake about that. Now, when you're talking about the New England states, that's nothing but a continuation of the original 13 colonies. So that extends everywhere from Connecticut on up, if I'm correct, I believe, to Maine, where at one of those, well, no, actually up to Massachusetts, because Massachusetts becomes a Commonwealth state. So they're a little different, but they fought for their independence and, all that, everything like that. This whole state is historic. The Gnostic Christians, God, who else? There's like several different Christian sects, and they all came down from the original ones that came out of Massachusetts and came on down to, all the way down here to Connecticut. So Connecticut, culturally, historically, is a different imprint because the people that were here were more so the extension of what you hear in the stories where you hear people that are from Christian sects in England and stuff like that. Those are the people that made up Connecticut. Now, I'm being long-winded, but I want you to understand that if you're not familiar with the state. The state is very English. Now, when you go back and look a little further and a little bit more in depth, when you look at New York and the Dutch inspiration that New York had, there's everything down to the architecture is different in most cases. There's some similarities, but the architecture is different, everything. We fast forward up to now. And now in 2020, there's a different dynamic that's in Connecticut that's a little bit different than what most people are used to seeing before. And that dynamic is the financial dynamic has changed here. Now, for some people, that's an advantage because professions they probably weren't using, they're now putting to use again. I'm doing so myself, so I know. But there's some people that weren't prepared for that. And I say the vast amount of people in society weren't prepared for that. And what happened was, I think finance caught up before anything. It caught up in rental properties. It caught up in home taxes. It caught up in luxury taxes for certain cars that you own in the state, and a lot of different other things. You know what I mean? In New York, it followed and did the same. New York and its mayor, and I don't care what anybody says, and Mayor de Blasio, you know what I mean? And Commissioner Stephen Banks. They both, who I called his office twice and cussed out his secretary. Tell Susan I said hi, because she's a nasty motherfucker. Fucking, I'm sorry about that little outburst, but that was a nasty ass, benign, this despicable ass woman. Like, to be that old too. She's like 60 something, 61, 62, aren't you, Susan? Right now in Connecticut is getting ready to go into a financial crisis that they've never seen before. Prior to COVID-19, people were leaving the state. They were not coming back to this state, and they were going to other states. New York is now witnessing its brand of it from the mayor endorsing gentrification. What I mean by the gentrification that we had in New York, it was different for this past 5 years. The gentrification we had in New York followed off of when Bloomberg left office. So when Bloomberg left office, and you're now Governor Cuomo, when they left office both, they removed what was once prior there, which was rent stabilization. They amended some of the rent stabilization laws. Anybody in New York that knows this, especially if you live in a NYCHA building. So they changed rent regulations. So I'll give you an example. Like in the 70s and the 80s, right? And I even say the 90s too, early 90s though. When that period was going on, there were art lofts, there were musician lofts, there was shit that was put aside for them, for the pure simple fact they would come in and get these places at a rent deal. And it's kind of the same as the law it is in New York right now, where they have with these vouchers and everything like that, where you have it where basically an apartment building that was getting erected by a developer whatever certain area. So 9 times out of 10, the area was dilapidated. So they want to see some renovation in it anyway. That's why I tell y'all, when I move next, it's about this shipping container shit. And I hope y'all with me. The ones that say y'all about business in the comment section, I hope you're with me, because the way we're going to outplay them is we know this early. You know what I mean? The only thing you have to do is convince the local governments and the local officials, and then the federal officials will usually follow through, because HUD is right there somewhere or another in that state. You know what I mean? The HUD laws may change and differ, vary from state to state, and they might be amended or changed or warped a little bit, but you can usually get around them. It's zoning that would be your biggest problem. Zoning. Because with zoning, you'll have a lot of people that won't want the infrastructure there. But we got something around that too. There's this new innovation where we're taking actual planks. I'm going to get back to the premise here, but we're actually taking planks and putting them on the side of the containers. And so they're actually looking like homes. You know what I mean? And I'm going to make sure, and I put up some pictures for that, because I think it's time to bring that out and have people understand the direction where I'm trying to go and why I try to move quickly. You cannot be in the business and move slow. Okay? I don't know why. The rents here have changed. The rents here, prior, you probably could have got a place around here for $700, maybe $850 if you wanted something snappy, or starting out, you know, mid-tier snappy. But now the rents have significantly changed. Now they're taking those prices and they're doing that for you and 4 other motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, that whole stranger shit. What's going on, Star Pepper? What up, Davin? Stay safe out there. Pray for. I am too. It is chilly out here. But as y'all see, I got the jacket on. You know what I'm saying? So, made a big difference. You know what I mean? Like, that shit was crazy. Especially yesterday, it was raining. So, it was raining, well, the day before yesterday now. It rained in New York. So, I know it rained out here too. This is Long Island Sound. You know what I mean? So, it's going to rain out here too. But even though it's Connecticut, the channel, it equates right out. Let me show you guys. All right, so you guys see that right there? Where that boat's coming right there? Well, if you keep going down there, there's a channel down there. And where that channel is down there, that leads out into the Atlantic Ocean in Long Island Sound. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, it's a channel for boats. That's all it is. You'll even see some vessels come in all the time. It's frequently used. You know what I mean? But the rents have significantly changed around here, and the price, the minimum wage is just basic. I always point everything out, start at minimum wage because that's just reality. You know what I mean? You might get stuck with a 9 to 5 that's a regular, but it ain't even gonna be 9 to 5 right now. It's gonna probably be more like 4 or 5 hours. That's the other thing. So 4 or 5 hours times $12. Let's put that at 32. No, that ain't 32. That's like 25, 26 hours times 12. Y'all do the math on that. And then do that times 4 at a minimum. And that's if they don't have a problem with you bringing shit in after the first. So you have to play for it and think for it. And one of the most unforgettable things that happened around here was they ran out the population that was originally here. The families that were here for years, the families that had invested in homes here, all that shit, they ran them out of here. You know, literally by those places. That's what they don't understand. And so now those same people and those same families are now out in the sticks somewhere where you would never fucking go even to get a soda. You know what I mean? They're out there. You know, and the only reason they're out there is because either they got some kind of program that will only be the only area that will take it, or either two, they just can't afford here. Yeah. I already hear you, Sample House. Salute. I appreciate that. I like my regulars. I like that. I know I ain't do no announcement or nothing like that. I just went live, but I see everybody in here. I see the likes. Thank y'all. Y'all know I smoke, so fuck it, right? All right, cool. So, with running out the populations of any town, especially long-standing citizens of the town, what happens is the dynamic of the town starts to change. And not only the dynamic, but the people start to change themselves because now they're influenced from other means. And it's not even always outside means. Those will kill you. I know they will. So will ham, sugar, and all that aspartamic, what does that say? Aspartame and fucking the shit we eat every day. You know what I'm saying? But I feel you though. I'm a smart ass sometimes, but I'm cool as fuck, trust me. And I'm honest as fuck. That's one thing that never surprises me when people say that. You so honest? Yeah, I'm raised like that. I was born in the South. I don't know if y'all know that or not, but I was born in the South. So a lot of that Southern personality I had in me still is here. Believe that. I'm a Southern gentleman by all means, you know. As were my uncles, you know, and all that shit. That's my mother's side of the family. So shout out to them, all of them down there. I ain't gonna shout where they from, but shout out to all of them down there, you know. But make no mistake about it. I'm a Northeast boy to the core, but there's certain things that I see and I have to speak on about because it resonates with me, and I hear my uncles talking, I hear my grandfather talking, I hear my father talking sometimes, you know, especially in the Spanish population. So it's like, I don't know, man. I just got certain shit. It is. It's very cold out here, Dave Williams. It's freezing out here, but I got the joint on. So this is a field jacket. I knew how cold it gets up here. Trust me, this is a different cold. Like NY is warm. It's warm right now. You know what I'm saying? I had the little leather with the zipper y'all usually see me in, and I was fine. I was even sweating at one point, but up here, it's so much water is everywhere in the state of Connecticut, which is a beautiful thing. That's what separates it from all of them. It's like Boston's got water too, but who the fuck cares? So, you know, shots. But anyway, you gotta live up here to understand that joke. I said Boston's got water too, but who the fuck cares? Fucking Boston. Good luck to y'all this year, though. I support your fucking Patriots 110%. They can play. They can fucking play. So I will say that. But don't ever go to Boston to a game and say you was in New York or Connecticut. They got a problem. You know the boy that killed the motherfuckers from the Patriots and shit? The crazy motherfucker. I forgot what his name is. Somebody type in his name if y'all remember his name. The football player that was playing for the Patriots. He was like Latino or something like that. Big brawling motherfucker on steroids and shit. Killed everybody. Went on trial. His chick, like, she testified against him. Everybody testified against him. That was the fucked up part. They said the polls got a glitch in the system. We knew the polls had a glitch in the system. I was going to get to it, Dave. I was going to get to it. Give me a fucking second, bro. Dave on point. I like that. Yeah, Aaron Hernandez. That's his name. Aaron Hernandez. He's from a town that's not too far from here. So, ironically enough. I was trying to tell you. Yeah, Dave Hernandez. That's his name. Dave, you straight. Aaron Hernandez, I got you. My fault. I said Dave Hernandez. My fault, Dave Williams. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put you in there. I was just saying that was the last name I said. Aaron Hernandez. Dave Williams lives nowhere near here. I know where Dave Williams lives. He's wrote it before. Excuse me, bro. So Aaron Hernandez, yeah, he's not too far from here, and he played for the Patriots, and he was the one that did all those shootings. He shot like a friend. He was stuffing motherfuckers in the trunk, all kinds of crazy shit, man. It was just like, wow, that's how you feel, huh? That's how you feel. But yeah, they convicted him, and then later on he committed suicide. Got him the fuck up out of here. And then a year later, maybe a year after that, the Patriots head coach gets caught with hookers in fucking Florida. I was like, somebody want their investment money back. This embarrassing shit. This motherfucker leaving letters from his boyfriend and shit. Perhaps, Dave Williams, perhaps. There's certain shit, Dave Williams, I want to resonate with people. There's certain things I will not say on camera. I'm not like them niggas. See, I don't need the fame. I've been to the fame. I did the fame. You know what I'm saying? I did the fame shit. I did that since I was fucking 19. You know what I mean? I'm not into the fame shit. I'm into the long-standing shit at this point in my life. You know what I mean? You guys give me 1 second. Which is my segue for this. Legacy. See, Aaron Hernandez left a tarnishment and a bad reputation for the New England Patriots. The head coach getting caught with a hooker, you know. The head coach getting caught with a hooker made it even worse. So for me, I'm looking at these people like, yo, listen, man. You had a killer on the team. Some of the people on the team said they were petrified of him. You know, they were scared to death of him. They didn't know what he was going to do, how he was going to move at any given time. So that goes to let you know. Michael Moses said, wear your Pharrell hat. My Pharrell hat, huh? Fuck you. I ain't got it on today, brother. It's cold out here. I'm down by the water, see? So it's fucking freezing out here, man. But thanks for asking. It'll be back in effect or whatever. I'm bundled up today. I got the joint on and everything, you know, like, this is no fucking around weather up here. I was just speaking about how cold it is because people wrote in on the chat. They said it looks cold. It is cold, but, you know, you get used to it. I'm used to this shit. I can walk around in flip-flops in this motherfucker and not be bothered. You need Jehovah. I need Jehovah in my life. Nah, I have my deity that I believe in, you know what I mean? And he's righteous. You know, he exists. I always knew that. To answer your question, like I was telling the audiences earlier, I was born down south, you know, so, you know, I went to choir rehearsal, I sang, you know what I mean? I grew up around singers. My uncle's wife, peace. She Jones, thank you, brother. All right, London on the check-in. What's going on, London? What happened, bro? That's the peoples right there. I got so many fucking friends in Europe, man. That shit is crazy. Like, shout out to the UK, man. UK is back in lockdown right now. The shit is fucked up, bro. I seen the shit. London on the beat already. JC, what's going on? Yeah, man, London is fucked up right now. My homegirl Gina, I'm gonna hit you on the what's the name too. But fucking yo, they locked down again, and so is France to December 1st, if I'm correct, right? So, they did that as a response, and I think it needs to be done. Probably eventually be done here too. I don't know in what degree and what magnitude, but it definitely will. Yeah, this stuff is gonna be with us for a while. You know, it's gonna be with us for a while, and it's gonna cause separation anxiety. And that's the one thing I'm fearful of. You don't want a whole bunch of motherfuckers walking the street with separation anxiety. I hope the fuck not, Dave Williams. I hope the fuck not, Dave. Dave said the purge is coming. I hope the fuck not. But I had said some shit like that. I'm gonna try to find that live, um, from my other little spot or whatever that I was doing shit at previously. I've been at this for a while. I want y'all to know that. Like, I have been talking and shit, and this like, to y'all it's new, but to my other social media, this is old. This is like, I got videos in front of Trump Tower, at Trump Tower, probably like y'all saw this past 2 days, probably a year and a half back. At first, I was the first motherfucker going up there. Yeah, this is all facts. I'm gonna put them up, and the same shit I was talking now, I was talking then. So I just wanted to rectify that. If anybody think that I'm just talking some new shit, I was talking this shit back then. And some people got on and felt it. See, I had to talk to certain people. Excuse me, y'all. I had to talk to certain people in certain types of ways because I knew from the jump they was gonna be peril. You know what I mean? I knew they were. And so I said to myself, I said, you know what? When I'm talking to them, and I'll be specific, like Zoe Williams, like Corey Holcomb. I pulled up a Corey shows twice when he came to New York. Ask him. He was right in front of my face. You know what I mean? I don't mean on no bullshit. I meant to let him know, hey man, I rock with you. I got some ideas you could do. I still got some ideas you could do. These skits that I wrote. Corey Holcomb. You should take them. Them the Uber driver. I wrote something for it. I'm great at treatments and shit like that. I've done videos with people. Like, I'm not lying at all. Shout out to my boy Jukes Nation too. Yo, Jukes Nation. That's JOOXNA Nation. You know how to spell nation. Jukes Nation on Instagram. Go check him out and tell him Davin said what up. You know what I'm saying? I'm plugging y'all right now, trying to tell you, boy, they did videos for the Locks, Chic Luch, Jesus Christ, Mano, Fat Joe, the list goes on, man. Like these people I'm plugged with, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, say my name when you go over there. He ain't gonna fuck with you. Say my name, he'll fuck with you. You know what I mean? And he'll tell you that. So Jukes Nation, make sure you go check him out. JOOX Nation. You know what I mean? All together on IG. Everybody got to get it together, man. Everybody got to get together. The music game fucked up right now. I can't make no money in the Northeast on the music side of the game. You get what I'm saying. So I got to go. 305 Miami, speaking of shit like that. What's going on, Miami? 305 Capricorn, peace. I need to catch up on your videos. Did you vote? I did not vote. That's why I was out in front of Trump Tower telling y'all not to vote for nobody. That's what y'all should. If y'all would have collectively said there's a voting error right now, right? Just like they said originally. There's a voting error thing going on right now. We knew that was going to come along. So now this shit going to be stretched out. You understand? And if they don't pick a president, hold on, y'all. I'm away from this one. If they don't pick a president, what happens is, if they don't pick the president by, I forgot what the certain date is, but if I'm right, Nancy Pelosi becomes president, acting president. That's the shit I'm scared of. Because Cruella DeVille got a trick up her sleeve. I think she might have planned this whole shit and projected it and seen it and said, how can I work it to my advantage? You know what I'm saying? See, 305 said the same thing. Cheryl Neighbors said the same thing. Is that a reason people are trying to discredit your character? I don't know if that's it's many of reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been witness to a lot of shit, and motherfuckers will think that you was a kid. Like, let me tell you something, man. I come from motherfuckers that knew Puff and all that shit when he was going to school. Yeah, I agree, Shirley. She is a monster, Nancy Pelosi. I come from G's that come from Mount Vernon, and you know I'll get them on the line with you, and they tell you themselves. You know I did time for them. You know what I mean? Please believe that. You know, and it kept my mouth shut. Facing 15 years, kept my mouth shut. It's fact. These guys, I've seen them do all sorts of things or whatever, but what's more important is a lot of the guys that I knew these guys going to school or knew them from the neighborhood or knew them from the picnics or knew them from hanging around Heavy D. So they don't know that. You get what I'm saying? And that's cool. You know what I mean? I know some niggas that their uncles and them remember him from same gang. I'm talking about Puff. You know, so that's a fact. You know what I mean? And Gene did. You know what I mean? Like I do my research on niggas. Like I didn't come from those stupid motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I came from some of the best guys there was. My guys made the papers numerous times, front page, including myself. Yo, that's something to brag about, but it's the truth. That's my storyline, and my storyline is authentic. You can't take that away from me. Niggas, you know, I remember Sean. I'm gonna put up a picture of me and Sean together at the old office in a minute. I stopped doing that. I'm gonna put that up for you. I was witnessing a meeting when Sean first was signed. Okay, and back then we had promotional meetings, and they would bring the team in on the promotional meetings because this particular one anyway. With him, we all sat at that table. I'm gonna show y'all a picture of the table. I got a picture of the table on the phone and shit like that. Whenever I took a phone call from the office, it did it fucking professionally as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So they started calling me professional. You know what I mean? That's my nickname, professional. You know what I'm saying? I still stick to that, still answer. That ain't no sucker shit. I was out there in the cold and all that shit, putting up poster boards, all that shit with niggas, and had fun doing it. I never trade my times with them. I want to make that clear. That's not the point of this. The point of this is to wake your goofy ass up. Everybody's saying all the wrong things about you, Puff, because goddammit, you don't do nothing to help nobody. You do things to help things the way you want to be helped. You think they don't want to be helped. But the real way y'all need to be helping people is not spending millions, what you're about to do, and trying to get Jeezy and everybody else involved to create a political party that may or may not fail the first attempt. You know what I mean? May or may not fail the first attempt. And I understand your gumption. You understand? And I understand your goal. But the goal is not for a self-preservation move to protect your own fucking reputation. And nobody ever did this. That shit, those days are over. Can't you see that? Them days are over. Them old glory days. That's why a lot of these young rappers don't want to fuck with you. Because you might think they do, but they don't. And I know you want to separate yourself and don't want to fuck with them either, but where does that put you? In 5 more years, this generation's not even going to remember who the fuck you are, what you did. And I don't know why he's so selfish. I say what you wrote. I don't know why he's so selfish, but the point of this is to make you more aware of how people feel, the personal people. So you always hear what the blogs say, you always hear what the television say, whatever, and they can paint a good or bad picture either way it go. But where we really at with it? Thank you. Hey Mac Nicky, what's going on? And I'm gonna put up this clip. I'm still looking for that shit, but because it's a whole fucking clip, but I'll go on my man's page. Y'all know the guy probably got it there still, where he shouted us out at the Billboard luncheon. You know what I mean? This is Clyde Davis's thing. He did this for years now. You know what I mean? We ain't never got an invite to that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's for the big boys, you know? So, niggas like Tony Dofat and shit like that. You know what I mean? Shout out to Hitman, Tony Dofat. Looked out for me. He introduced me to Casanova. You know what I mean? Shout out Casanova for Brooklyn. You can't say it like that. Don't go over to Brooklyn. You out in the wrong place. Brooklyn. Word. My man from Sumner, what's going on? Sumner Peas. Davidson, what's up? East New York. I'll be over there with y'all. They'll tell you that for years. For years. I want a few people that can go through there at nighttime. Puff let Fame turn him out. He might have. You know, I don't know what his, you got to put it in perspective like this too. Puff got a lot of psychological trauma, and we all do. But his is extreme. And when extreme cases come, people deal with it different ways. So I will give him that. But at the same time, the way you can energize your spirit is going in your fucking pockets. You understand? See, I was part of something y'all don't even know. But Puff did this little telethon thing, and I got to go after this. Have you ever hang out with Diddy in person, one-on-one conversation? I can't see your face, and I'm not going to answer that question. When people don't have a pitch up on that shit and they asking loud questions like that don't have nothing to do, I'm telling a story. So you know, get a picture, and then I'm gonna holler at you, all right? Because you could be anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna answer that question for you. Um, and if I did or didn't, what is it to you? Like what part of that information makes it more valuable to your life? That's what I mean by a silly question. That's a silly ass question. If you just listen to my lives, you hear what I'm talking about. Thank you. All right. So it's like, anyway, it threw me off of my fucking story, man. The point is, all this is to motivate him to listen, man. You know what I'm saying? And tell him something that he needs to hear. Like, bro, the people are talking. Y'all talking right here in the comments. And depending on what time of day I go live, you know, it's deeper and deeper, you know? Yeah, I just, you know what I mean? Like, that was always the mission. Like, when I first came into that office, Sean Perez himself, he'll tell you know what I'm saying? And he's one of the few people, put it this way, my ex-boss is so powerful, he's one of the few people that actually got fucking Vlad to sit down and have an interview with him. Vlad from Vlad TV. I share it for y'all. You know what I mean? If you say no to Sean Perez, you crazy. Y'all just don't know. Just do not know the type of people I was around. I'm around some high caliber motherfuckers that had multi-millions, in some cases now billions, billionaires now, and they do nothing to help the people. When you could go directly in your pocket, they give money to colleges and shit. And, you know, and endowments are good. Being philanthropic is good, but be philanthropic for your own. That's what I'm saying. And philanthropic with your own means going into your fucking pocket. Even white people are looking at you now like, yeah, this luncheon again, spending what, a million? What did you do for your old neighborhood? When that question comes up, because this is questions that a lot of white guys like to crack at you. This is a goof, just to see what you're going to say. You know what I mean? As a man. It's not a racial thing. It's just as a man. You know? And they're going to ask you this question. It's going to come up. So what are you doing for your people? And you see, the Jewish community's always got an answer. The Italian community's always got an answer. And that's not to say the black community doesn't have an answer. But in many cases, those multimillionaires and now some billionaires that I just mentioned now don't have an answer. And that's where your legacy folds before you even go away from Earth. You're already spoken for. You see what I'm saying? You're foul. You're gone. There. Give me 1 second, guys. I can sit here and pout and do all kinds of shit or whatever. Yeah, I hear you. That's how I go, though. Yeah, that's how I go. So I don't know. You know, the friends I got, I love my friends. The ones I see come out for me are my Italian friends and Latinos. And I've had black people come out for me. They come out for me in a different way. And that's financially, and it's specifically the women. So I want to give a shout out before I get up off of here. And there's more stories to come, okay? So just stay with me. You know what I mean? Make sure you tune in. And definitely hit the motherfucking donate links and all that shit. That gets me the fuck out of here faster. I never had no intention of staying here. This is not the place for me to stay. This is where, you know, it's not a place for me to stay at all. And I say that urgently. The women have been the most supportive of me than anybody. I've had women that leave me some of the most beautiful messages I've ever heard in my damn life. And honestly and truthfully, I just want to say to a lot of the women on here, the ones that have donated and have come through, I had Rashida Strober on my damn live the other night, you know? And that shit was crazy. Rashida Strober was on my live. and left numerous comments. Go look at it right now. Just hit the chat thing, and all the comments that were right there will come up, and you'll see that. Not only did she do that, she donated to me significantly, and I appreciate her. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at my shit, that money's still there for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Every goddamn dime except for $20, $30 here. I'm catching a cab. I need something to eat. You know? Yeah, that's a good goddamn woman. So I never say anything wrong about her. I had never said anything wrong prior to that. I thought she was kind of sexy. I'd tear her ass up. But I'd tear her ass up. But outside of that, the women have been the ones that been, you know what I mean, financially, supportive. But I'm just wondering, where are all these men at? Like, guys, I'm just trying to tell you, times are different. All them old morals that you had from the Baptist church and that came from white Christianity on the plantation, those shits are gone. Those definitions of being a guy are gone. The smart people are working from home right now or going digital because that's where everything's headed. So your manual labor jobs, yeah, I get it. They're you know, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but this is crazy. I just think, guys, you need to start supporting your own brothers. That's the key that the women have and why they're so fucking powerful right now is because they stick together. They have that unilateral connection that just does that for them and it works for them. Guys, you don't want to do that. Everybody wants to be king of the fucking block. That shit doesn't work out. That shit doesn't go anywhere. The king of the block or the projects or the corner for about 15 minutes will now be compared to a viral video. Really. Would now be compared to a viral video. And that little 10 or 15 minutes that you got right there, if you don't have something substantial to offer people, they're going to move away real quickly. There they are. And I'm just telling you guys, you got to get it together and start supporting other men when they down, when they up. I see black men out here, Spanish men out here sleeping on the street right now. People be like, oh, they ain't got a choice. Did y'all see the video below that I put up? This hit my name on the icon, the picture with the icon, and then hit videos. My whole shit will come up. My whole, and listen to the videos one by one. If you combine them together, you'll see what I'm trying to give you. I can't give it to you the way you want to hear it. You used to hearing it. I got to put it to you the way I got it. I got to give it to you in doses. But that's what all this is about. This is classes. Because what you think you know, you don't know. And what you assume, you're assuming and being presumptuous. And if you go into a desk, you're going to have to go into somebody's desk and sit the fuck down. It's going to happen if you're trying to get in the music business. You're going to sit at somebody's desk. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yes, today in 2020, you're sitting at somebody's desk. Oh, eventually. You'll get there. They'll come find you. They'll come find you. Only thing I say this just to you like this, man. Guys, I just like to see a lot more of you guys donate. That's all I'm saying. I think y'all should be first on the line, not the women. You know what I'm saying? But to all y'all sisters out there, not the thoughts, not the hoo-ha and the trash and all that. Now I'm talking about the sisters. The sisters come out. That's what I appreciate. I've always had that appreciation. But I just hate that shit. You know what I mean? I don't care if they white, black, whatever. I don't care. But I always put more emphasis on what's closest to me, and that's black and Latino, if you understand what I mean. Yeah, it's like every man for himself, but at the same time, other cultures, I can assure you this, especially being around a lot of Italians all my life, it's different, man. It's different. You let somebody. If I was Jewish, I wouldn't be in this situation. I'm gonna put it like that. I'm gonna be out of here. Links in the description. If I was Hasidic, I wouldn't be having this problem. God damn it. Later, guys.